Headed to Starbucks right now. Starbucks Saturday. I don't know how many times I've said this. Do not pull out in front of someone and go into their lane when there's an open lane right next to it. Do not do that. If you're gonna pull out onto a road, go into a lane that has a car further behind, period. There's something wrong with my lens. It clicks every single time I like open it. Today was a good day. We saw my mom, we got to see my family. So we watched The Haunting of Hill House or whatever that was called. Watched that last year, the year before, or whatever. I think it was 2018, wasn't it? My husband and I, like that show, that scene, you guys know, it's like the end of the, I don't know why episode 11 stands out in my mind, but it was like the very end of the season. There was an episode where they did, I can't remember how many minutes straight without cutting at all. And I remember it was the most like incredible sequence to me. I just was so I loved it. It was like so well done. It was so incredibly well done. And I just remember from then on out, I'm like, this is my favorite show. This is by far my favorite show ever. So we watched The Haunting of Bly Manor last night. This show just like sucks you in. There's something about the writing, just something that just like, you're there, you're there. So anyways, we watched that last night and it just kind of like spooked my husband and I out, right? So tonight we get home, we come inside, we had like so many things in our hands. We like put things down, and then we always go and get the kids and everything. When we went to get the kids out of the car, my son was like that, like just, and so we open the door and everything and he's like, no mommy, no mommy, no mommy. And I'm like, what? He's like, no mommy, and he's saying like, no mommy, scary, and not this. And he's like pushing, we have mirrors in the car so we can see them since they're rear facing, and he's like pushing and kicking at the mirror, like making it to where like he wanted the mirror ripped off. And like watching The Haunting, if you guys watch The Haunting of Hill House or Bly Manor, you guys know what I'm talking about, especially Bly Manor. I thought I was going to hurl and pee my pants all at the same time. I'm like, what baby, what baby? And he just kept like wanting the mirror gone. He said, no mommy, go away, no mommy, like basically make it go away, just whatever he was saying. I can't even remember right now because I was in such a panic, but he's just, it was basically make it go away, scary mommy, just kept saying scary mommy, make it go away. Don't know what it was. I ended up like getting right where he was and looking in the mirror and seeing him, like if there was something he would have seen that made him like nervous or uncomfortable. I don't know. I didn't see anything, so I have no idea what that was about. Absolutely terrified. So anyway, I'm really hoping tonight goes well. Last night was just like, it's just getting super duper hard because I'm not getting any sleep, like I said, and it almost makes you like resent breastfeeding. You're like, why breastfeed when you can't have help? Don't listen to me. You can have help. You can have your partner make the bottle and everything like that. So breastfeeding is a more convenient thing because I'm not making formula. I feel like breastfeeding is such an easy way to get her back down because you just put them on the boob for, you know, 10-15 minutes and they're back out. It's still like, it's tough though because it's like a mental game because you just want to sleep. You just want to go to sleep, and like your husband can't, you know, he has useless nipples. He can't help out. So it's like all on you. Every single nap time, every single bedtime, just every single time that she's fussy, like it's all on you. And I went through the same thing with my son. I had the same conversation with my husband, like just how hard it is to like, everything is on you. Like my husband can have her for diaper changes or to play or to keep her busy while I do something, but it's like I said, he could give bottles overnight and he could give bottles before nap time, but it's like, it's easier for me to do it, but at the same time, like mental health wise, it's not. It almost just makes you like resent it, like, oh, why am I the only one who can? Like, how come he and I both can't breastfeed? And then you remember how special it is that you can. But yeah, so I just have like those moments where I just get like so sad and I just like, I'm up all night. And then like I said, I have her all a day to myself, and then I have my son and everything. It's just like super duper hard. And like the worst part is that if you have older kids, you almost take your frustration out on them. And like there's been so many times I've just cried because I'm like, I just feel like I wasn't a good mom to him. I feel like he ended up getting the grumpy mommy, you know, that day mommy was grumpy. Mommy didn't have as good of patience. You know, you have to have a lot of patience with a toddler. And I'm not saying I'm like lashing, but like I'm just grumpy. Whereas usually when he did something, I would laugh and giggle and say, oh, do it again. And then today it's like, oh, haha, Like, that's it. It's just sad when it's these types of days. But then I remember, I know they are gonna get easier, and he's not gonna remember grumpy mommy. I remember promising myself that I'd always be mindful of that. You know, I'd always see other parents just be so much harder on the oldest kid and just forget that the oldest kid still needs mommy and daddy too. And they would just always be so much harder on them than the younger one. And so I always told myself I'd be mindful of it. I didn't know how it'd actually be, but I would always be mindful of that and to try my best. So I do. When I do start noticing I'm being grumpy mommy and I'm being impatient, I try to like leave the room, compose myself, get myself together, and then be happy mommy again. My son is my best friend. Like, my son, my daughter, they are my best friends. I just love them so much, and I just want them to always know that. I want them to always just believe in themselves and to just know that mommy believes in them. If they're doing something goofy, I want to still cheer them on and make them feel happy and special and loved. And so I will chat with y'all hopefully tomorrow. We're gonna have Starbucks bright and early in the morning, and I'm so hello, hello. Hopefully you guys can hear past this. We're getting mulched right now. I wanted to give a quick update. So yesterday morning, or like not last night, but the night before, so the night that led into yesterday, was really, really hard. That night, she was up constantly. I mean, constantly. And she was up crying. And then not only was she up constantly, she would not go back to sleep. It was so frustrating. She just like would not go back to sleep, and I just had like a breakdown. I don't know if like my period's coming or something, because like this postpartum, my period is so spotty. I don't ever know when I'm gonna get it. I don't know if it was that, but like I was so tired that I was just mad. And it's not like I'm mad at anyone. I'm not mad at my husband. I'm not mad at my daughter, obviously. I'm not mad at anyone. I'm not mad at myself. I'm just mad. I'm mad in this situation. I'm mad that I have to get up every couple hours to feed a baby, and I'm not getting any help because it's all on me. So it's just a lot when it's all on you. It just can be a lot. So I just broke down. I broke down all overnight, just bawled my eyes out, and then woke up in the morning, and I just was not very nice to my husband, and I hate when I get that way, and I just bawled again, and then we were good to go. A lot of times it just takes me crying, and I've always known that. My husband knows that. I'm the type of person, I need to cry to get it all out, and then I'm fine. Like, it's like it never happened. It was just really hard though. It's a lot. It adds up. It just stresses me out. We're past that though. Last night she did a lot better. I now have just been like dosing her on gas drops. There's days that I don't give her any because I'm like, is that really what it is? Is that really what she needs? You know, there's the regression going on, there's this going on, there's a leap going on, there's teething going on. Is it really gas? But you know what, it really, you know, 9 out of 10 times it's gas. Yesterday I was like, okay, let's try it then. Let's just dose her up whenever I feel like she needs it. And oh gosh, it was night and day. So yeah, we're doing a lot better today, thank goodness, because I just had like such a breakdown. Anyway, that's enough of that crap. I just am sharing it. Yesterday I like posted something on Instagram, and I wanted to take it down immediately because I just know that there's people in my life who are always like very judgmental about stuff like that, and it's like I just don't want any of that. So I was like, are people gonna be judgmental because I'm posting something like that? But there's so many women who, it just opens up that dialogue. Like, so many women came out and said, listen, I'm going through the same thing, and it is so helpful to hear other moms talk about it. And they're saying, they're like, I check your stories every single morning to hear how things went. And I'm thinking, wow, I didn't think anyone cared. I just thought when people, like, I posted stories, people just tapped through. I had no idea people actually cared, and that was just like really eye-opening for me, and just very humbling for me that people actually do care about what I say. Because honestly, it's in my head that nobody cares. So it's a very flattering, humbling experience or thing to know. So anyway, we're gonna get work done. I'm gonna get editing done. That's what I'm gonna do right now, is get a bunch of editing done. All right, first thing, gas drops, magic. Second thing, can't stand when babies wake up the second you put them down. She is famous for that lately. It's so frustrating because she'll be like knocked out, and then I put her in the crib and she's like, hey guys, I'm headed to Dunkin' right now. My husband ended up getting more work this week, so good, because we're hustling, trying to make that Christmas money, but also it's like just so much on me. Hello. It has been a day, and it's all self-inflicted, to be honest with you. It's all mindset, so I'm really trying to work on getting out of the mindset that I'm in. Basically, I had a pretty decent day yesterday, but it's like the end of the day is so hard, and not to mention, nap times are just becoming a bigger and bigger struggle every single day, and you guys already know overnights are a big struggle. So what was like pretty constant, like I was really good at getting naps down, she was like really good at napping, she just sucks now. She sucks at overnight sleep. I'm losing like the confidence that I had at the beginning because I was so confident. Like she just was so good at everything. So I was like, oh, I'm so good at mommy, when really it was just her. She was just good. And now I'm like losing that confidence, and losing the like consistency is like causing this to happen like more and more and more. I'm just having like an off day. It's such a struggle, and it literally is just bringing me back to my son because I have like so much PTSD with him. I went through such a depression and anxiety with him, so much of it with him, and I don't want to go through it this time. And I feel like I'm like mentally healthier than I was with him, like postpartum wise. So I think I'll be okay this time, but like I don't want this to be a constant struggle. I've got to find somewhere where I can feel confident again.
Good morning. We are headed to Dunk. We just needed a nice little pick-me-up. I am sleepy this morning. Sleepy. We've just had like a really busy, jam-packed week. There's so many women who are preggers right now. We're on the hunt for a double stroller. I love Baby Jogger. All of the car seats and strollers that we have are Baby Jogger minus one stroller that we got from Delta. Everything else that we have is Baby Jogger. We also have a Jeep stroller too for like the theme parks and stuff. I love Baby Jogger. I find it a little more like sporty looking. I like the look of Baby Jogger. I think we're just gonna end up getting the City Select and call it a day and just buy it used, because new is just so stupid, and getting it used is just such better pricing. I ended up going shopping yesterday with my mom, and it kind of threw my daughter off on her routine. What really sucks is she did not take a bottle from my husband. She will only take it from me, and it's like official now. We weren't sure if that was going to be the case, and it is the case. It's official. She only takes it from me. He said for like an hour to give her a bottle, and she wouldn't take it. That sucks. But I did go shopping with my mom. I know she eventually probably would have, but I went shopping with my mom yesterday, and we got a bunch of stuff for the kids. And it kind of threw her schedule off. The day prior, I had her on it was the greatest day I think we've had in a long time. Anyways, let's order some coffee and get home and edit. Whew. I am a mess. We had another hard night again last night. Last night she was up like every single hour on the hour, and then like every 30 minutes for a while. It was rough, but I'm surviving pretty well today considering. I think I got like a 2-hour stretch at one point, so that was really great. She woke up at like 6:45 for the day, and usually we get up anywhere from 7:30 to 8, and she was like up. It was like 6:45. I like kept trying to get her down, and I probably could have given her gas drops and she probably would have went down, but I was like, you know what? At this point, it's like, at that point it was like 7:30. And this one, he wakes up whenever she wakes up, so he didn't get any sleep. So he slept in till like 9 pretty much. And so he's just been grumpy though, because you can tell he just didn't sleep well last night. So he's just been a little bit grumpy today. And then at one point I was nursing her. I wasn't even nursing her, I was just rocking her, and I was just like loving the fact that she was sleeping on me, because it's been so long since she's just like slept on me. So I was just like soaking every second of it in. And then all of a sudden I walk out. He has an entire huge family size, the biggest size that they make, of M&Ms, and is just digging in them. I was like, and he starts crying because he thinks he's gonna get in trouble, because he knows he wasn't supposed to have it. So he just starts crying, thinking he's gonna get in trouble. I thought he was crying because he had like a stomach ache or something. I'm like, oh my gosh, please do not barf right now. Anyway, we're just hanging out for right now. My husband went to go hang out with his dad for a little bit. Hello, it is Thursday. I am just kind of getting myself together, kind of organizing a little bit today, not organizing, but cleaning a little bit today, and just getting a little bit of just home stuff done. I was up all night again last night. It's just getting progressively harder, trying to run my business, trying to grow my business, trying to grow my brand, trying to do so many different things has become increasingly more difficult, but I'm gonna continue to show up. The Glam Farmhouse posted something that like, I'm just gonna make sure resonates with me every single day. I like want it on my phone, so I wake up to it every day to just know, because my new thing the last couple weeks has been just show up. Just show up, get things done, do what you gotta do. She posted something saying that, you know, success isn't free, you have to pay for it, and you need to wake up and pay for it every single day, because it's not gonna come until you pay for it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay every single day to make sure my success happens. I think for a while I got in my head like, oh, all these new YouTubers are coming up, all these new influencers are coming up, so that pushes me back, and that's not true, because every influencer is different. What are you doing?